tweeted out about 12 hours ago about Jakob Buys getting a scholarship.
Yeah, really excited for Jakob. It's something that he earned. It's not something that we give away or take lightly. Jakob's a guy that's been on our radar. We actually been saving one for him, and he's working a lot with the first team right now. He's a guy that gives tremendous effort. He's all in to everything that we're doing. He's probably one of our best hosts in recruiting. He's a guy that shows up for everything and gives 100% every day. And just, real proud of him and excited for him that he earned that scholarship.
What was the team reaction?
They're very excited. I think they'll put out something here maybe tomorrow. But, you could just see the guys, that just came up. Everybody got out of their seats and, gave him a hug and, know that he's deserving, like a lot of guys are. A lot of these walk-ons that, pay their own way, and some of them got jobs. Jakob's the guy every morning I came in the summer, I'd see him, getting his workout at 6 or 6:30 in the morning, and then he'd go work in the afternoon, try to make some money to pay for school. And those guys know what guys like Jakob go through to be part of the team and be part of this family. It's an extra sacrifice that they have to make, and they don't take for granted about being on this football team. And Jakob's one of those guys that doesn't take any day for granted. He comes to work.
Does that put you at 85, or are there possible more surprises coming?
I don't know what number I'm at, okay? The number's secret. You're never going to know the number. Whether we're at 85 or not.
I know.
We might be at 89. You never know. We got to be at 85 when school starts.
Yeah. Sure.
Do you feel it's important, though, to always kind of reward a guy like that at the start of a season, or do you always try to keep a scholarship or two available to kind of reward a walk-on? I know some coaches, that's a priority.
It's a little bit of both. You might keep a scholarship for possible transfers that happen this time of year after spring, and then you've got an idea of guys that have come into your program that have worked their way in a starting lineup or in a two deep and are a contributor, and it's the right thing to do to give those guys a scholarship because they deserve it. They're starting, or they're a really big contributor in the two deep, or a special teams player like Trent Sig, who's our starter last year. He's a guy that deserved it. So you kind of balance both of them. You don't want to take advantage of any young man if he's a guy that's producing for your football team. Maybe he's a guy that could afford it to go to school, but if he earns the right to be on scholarship, then I believe it's the right thing to do.
So Michael Gallup today in a right boot, is that a concern type of injury, or?
It's a concern until he gets out there and starts practicing. I think the injury's a little bit minor. I've got to talk to Terry again. I think he had an MRI. They got the results about this morning. I believe it's minor, but at the same time, he's a kid that's he's a junior college kid that needs to get the reps mentally and physically. He's able to watch the walkthrough last night, which was good for him. But at the same time, he's got to run the routes. He's got to recognize coverage on the run. He's got to learn from his mistakes. So it's a concern. If it was game week and he was still a little bit way behind, I'd be really concerned. But this was practice, 13, 14. So we're right at halfway. So there's still a lot of time for him to get ready. The big thing is going to be shape. He was a guy that was a little bit out of shape coming into camp, and learning the plays. But he's a guy that has made plays when he's been out there. So we'll find a way to get him ready with some kind of game plan, hopefully by the first game.